Newport County Association Football Club is a professional association football club based in the city of Newport, South Wales. The club participates in Football League Two, the fourth tier of the English Football League system. Most recently reformed in 1989, the club is a continuation of the Newport County Club, which was founded in 1912 and was a founder member of the Football League's new third division in 1920. Newport County were Welsh Cup winners in 1980 and subsequently reached the quarter-finals of the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1981. The club was relegated from the Football League in 1988 and went out of business in February 1989. The club reformed shortly afterwards and entered the English Football League system at a much lower level. In 2013 the club won promotion back to the Football League for the first time since 1988. History equals 1912 a Euro 1988 equals. Rise through the league. Newport County, originally nicknamed the Ironsides due to Newport being home to Lysart's Works Steel Works, started out in the Southern League in 1912 at Somerton Park. The official name of the club was the Newport and Monmouth County Association Football Club, although the shorter Newport County was soon adopted. The club were reformed in 1919 and were first elected to the Football League in 1920. They were not re-elected after the 1930 Euro 31 season but rejoined for 1932 Euro 33. After almost 20 years in the Third Division South, the club finally clinched promotion to the Second Division as champions in 1939. Second Division. Hopes were high that the championship-winning side could prosper in the Second Division, but only 3 games were played of the 1939 Euro 40 season due to the outbreak of World War II. Newport County managed a 1-1 draw with Tottenham Hotspur and a 3-1 win over Southampton, finishing joint 9th out of 22 in the abandoned season. The War League operated for the remainder of the 1939 Euro 40 season and County finished 10th in the Southwest Division. After the war, the club reformed and competed in the temporary Football League South for the 1945 Euro 46 season. On the resumption of National League football for the 1946 Euro 47 season, Newport resumed their place in the Second Division, but the reshaped team suffered a host of defeats including a joint Football League record 13 0 defeat at Newcastle United. Newcastle player Len Shackleton remarked they were lucky to get nil. Despite victories over Coventry City, Sheffield Wednesday and Fulham, the club needed 4 wins out of the last 4 games to have any hope of safety. Despite a revenge victory over Newcastle United, defeats to Birmingham City, Luton Town and Manchester City sealed their fate. County finished bottom of the Second Division and were relegated. However, during this lean period Newport did reach the 5th round of the FA Cup in 1949, the furthest they have gone in the competition. They only narrowly lost the game 3-2 away to Portsmouth, the eventual FA Cup semi-finalists and First Division champions that season. The Basement Division. After 11 further seasons in the Third Division South, the club narrowly avoided another effective relegation with the creation of the Fourth Division for the 1958 Euro 59 season. The bottom 12 teams from the Third Division North and South were placed in the new division, with the remainder forming the revived Third Division. County avoided this fate by a mere 4 points. However, in 1962, with only 7 wins all season, the club were relegated to the Fourth Division Euro, their home for the next 18 years. In the 1959 Euro 60 season, County were drawn with Tottenham Hotspur Euro, a top English side Euro in the FA Cup third round. The game was played in heavy snow at White Hart Lane, and although County lost 4-1, their goal came from an incredible 35-yard effort by Ken Hollyman. This forced the scoreline to 1-2, giving County the hope that they could force an upset and inflict a replay or even defeat upon Bill Nicholson's men. However, 2 late goals for Tottenham ended County's hopes of pulling off a shock result. In January 1964, County took on another high-profile side Euro, Burnley, the 1960 Division 1 champions and 1962 double runners-up Euro in the FA Cup fourth round, but again suffered defeat. In the 1970 Euro 71 season, Newport set an unwanted Football League record by not winning any of their first 25 matches, losing 21 in the process. In the same season, Newport equalled the worst defeat of a Football League club by a non-league club when they lost 6-1 to Barnet in the FA Cup first round. Results improved in the following season, and in the 1972 Euro 73 season the Newport team managed by Billy Lucas missed out on promotion only on goal average. Promotion, Cup glory and European run. The 1980s heralded both the brightest and darkest moments in Newport County's history. Len Ashurst was manager from 1978 to Euro 1982, the club's most successful period in its history, and under the chairmanship of Richard Ford. In 1980, promotion was finally achieved from the Football League 4th Division, the club being only 5 points from being crowned champions. County sealed promotion in the last match of the season with a 4-2 win at high-flying Walsall. Walsall finished second in the league and were also promoted. The team included a young John Aldridge, who later became one of the most prolific goal scorers in English football history, most famous for helping Liverpool win the First Division title in 1988 and FA Cup in 1989, as well as helping Oxford United win 2 successive promotions and the Football League Cup. Also in the promotion-winning team was Tommy Tynan, one of the leading lower league strikers of his era, who scored the all-important goal that sealed County's promotion. Dave Guaita completed the trio of prolific goal scorers, whilst captain Keith Oakes provided strength in central defence. Youth team products Steve Lowndes and Nigel Vaughan went on to attain international caps for Wales. This was also the year that County won the Welsh Cup, entitling them to play in the 1980 Euro 81 season European Cup Winners' Cup. The 1980 Euro 81 European Cup Winners' Cup turned out to be quite eventful. The first round against Crusaders of Northern Ireland was won for €0 on aggregate. The second round against SK Hauger of Norway was even more convincing. After a 0-0 draw away, the home leg was won 6-0, taking the club into the quarter-finals against Karl Zeiss Jena A.F.C. of East Germany. Despite Aldridge being injured for both matches against Karl Zeiss Jena, the quarter-final away leg was drawn 2-2, with Tommy Tynan scoring both goals. Tynan's equaliser was in the 90th minute. However, despite dominating the home leg, Newport lost 1-0 in front of 18,000 fans at Somerton Park, denying them a high-profile semi-final with SL Benfica. Karl Zeiss Jena went on to be the eventual cup runners-up, losing the final to Dinamo Tbilisi of the Soviet Union. The Newport County squad for the home leg was 1 Gary Plumley, 2 Richard Walden, 3 John Relish, 4 Grant Davis, 5 Keith Oakes, 6 Tommy Tynan, 7 Nigel Vaughan, 8 Steve Lowndes, 9 Dave Guaita, 10 Carl Elsey, 11 Kevin Moore, 12 Neil Bailey, 13 Steve Warner, 14 Dave Bruton, 15 Bobby Ward, 16 Mark Kendall. In the 1982 Euro 83 season, Colin Addison, in his second spell as manager, led Newport County to their highest post-war league finish, just 4 points behind third-placed Huddersfield Town in the 3rd Division. Huddersfield were promoted to the 2nd Division, along with champions Portsmouth and local rivals Cardiff City. County had actually gone top of the table in early April after a win over Cardiff in front of 16,052 fans at Somerton Park, but a return of only 4 points from the last 7 games meant County missed out on promotion. County faced First Division team Everton in the 3rd round of the 1982 Euro 83 FA Cup. After a 1-1 draw at Newport, Everton won the replay 2-1. Newport appeared in the Welsh Cup final again in 1987, this time losing 1-0 to Merthyr Tydfil after a replay. Freefall and bankruptcy. Despite reaching the Welsh Cup final, County were relegated from the 3rd Division in 1987 and in 1988 finished bottom of the 4th Division with a mere 25 points, meaning that their 60-season stay in the Football League was over. They failed to finish their first season in the conference and finally went out of business on February 27, 1989 with debts of £330,000. They were then expelled from the conference for failing to fulfill their fixtures. their record was expunged. There were rumours at the time of a foreign takeover bid for ownership of the club which would have prevented them going out of business. However, it later emerged that the potential investors had believed Newport County A.F.C. was in fact Newcastle United Football Club and subsequently withdrew their interest. The BBC Wales Current Affairs programme Week In Week Out broadcast a documentary in 1989 about the winding up of Newport County and its controversial owner at the time, American Jerry Sherman. 1989 onwards Reformation and exile. In June 1989 the club was reformed by 400 supporters including David Hando as chairman and who would later be appointed club president. Former manager John Relish was reappointed team manager and they were elected to the Hellenic League. The club's main aim was to regain the Football League status lost in 1988. The club took on the name Newport A.F.C., and adopted the nickname the Exiles, as a result of the need to play the 1989 Euro 90 season home matches in the North Gloucestershire town of Moreton in Marsh, around 80 miles northeast of Newport. Newport Council had considered the new company to be a continuation of the old and refused permission to use Somerton Park on the grounds of unpaid rent. They won the Hellenic Double, winning promotion to the Southern League. After the 1990 Euro 91 and 1991 Euro 92 seasons back home in Newport at Somerton Park, the Football Association of Wales consigned them to a further 2 seasons of exile in England, ground sharing at Gloucester City's Meadow Park Stadium for 1992 Euro 93 and 1993 Euro 94. The club was forced to resort to legal action to protect themselves from being forced out of the English Football League system by FAW Secretary Alun Evans, who was promoting the first National League of Wales formed for the 1992 Euro 93 season. That litigation proved successful, a landmark High Court verdict enabling them to have a permanent home in Newport at the then newly built Newport Stadium. The club's first season back in Newport, in 1994 Euro 95. Saw them promoted to the Southern League Premier Division by winning the Midland Division Championship by a 14-point margin. On the way to that championship, the club set a then Southern League record by winning 14 successive league matches. Further progress, in 1999, the club reverted to the name Newport County A.F.C. In the 2001 Euro 02 season the team managed by Tim Harris reached the first round proper of the FA Cup for the first time since the club was reformed, drawing second division side Blackpool. Holding them to a 2 Euro 2 draw away, County lost the home replay for Euro 1 after extra time. The following season, then managed by Peter Nicholas, Newport reached a final of the FAW Premier Cup beating Swansea City and Cardiff City along the way before losing 6 Euro 1 in the final against Wrexham. Conference South, subsequent reorganisation of the upper divisions of non-league football saw County take their place in the 2004 Euro 05 inaugural season of Conference South, one of the 2 feeder divisions into the Football Conference. Peter Beadle was appointed manager in October 2005 and in the 2006 Euro 07 season Newport again reached the first round proper of the FA Cup but lost 3 Euro 1 to Swansea City. In the same season, Newport reached a final of the FAW Premier Cup for the second time, beating Wrexham along the way but losing 1 Euro 0 to TNS in the final. In 2006 Euro 07 Newport finished just one position below the playoffs after losing 2 Euro 1 to Cambridge City on the final day of the season. In the 2007 Euro 08 season, Newport won the last ever FAW Premier Cup beating Llanelli 1 Euro 0 in the final, making a total of 1 win out of 3 finals. For the second consecutive season a last-day defeat prevented County reaching the Conference South playoffs. In April 2008 Peter Beadle was sacked as club manager, and was replaced by Dean Holdsworth. In his first full season in charge, Holdsworth led Newport to a 10th place finish in the league, despite a poor start. Newport went top of the league in September of the 2009 Euro 10 season and held on to the top spot for the rest of the season. The league title was won in March 2010 after beating Harvent and Waterlooville 2 Euro 0 at Newport Stadium with 7 league games remaining. The win made them the first team in the English football leagues to achieve promotion in the 2009 Euro 10 season. County finished the season with a Conference South record 103 points, 28 ahead of nearest rivals Dover Athletic. Conference Premier, Newport County were promoted to the Conference Premier for the 2010 Euro 11 season, the level they played at prior to bankruptcy in 1989. Dean Holdsworth left Newport County to become team manager of League Two team Aldershot Town on January 12, 2011, with Newport County in 5th place in the Conference Premier table. Tottenham Hotspur reserve team coach Anthony Hudson was announced as the new manager on April 1, 2011. The team finished their first season back in the Conference Premier League in 9th place. After a poor start to the 2011 Euro 12 season, with the team last but one in the table after picking up just a single win out of the first 12 games, Hudson was sacked on September 28, 2011. He was replaced by Justin Edinburgh with the task of saving County from relegation. Under Edinburgh, County finished in 19th place and so maintained their Conference Premier status. They also reached a 2012 FA Trophy final, and their first Wembley Stadium appearance coincided with the 100th anniversary of the club. County lost the final to a Euro-0 to York City, who went on to secure promotion to the Football League a week later in a Wembley playoff match. In May 2012, Newport County announced that they had agreed a deal to move to the city's rugby stadium, Rodney Parade. In August 2012, Euro Millions lottery winner Les Scadding succeeded Chris Blight as club chairman. In February 2013, a further 10-year lease to play at Rodney Parade was signed. The centenary 2012 Euro 13 season saw Newport County finish third in the Conference Premier League, reaching the playoffs for the first time. A 2-0 aggregate win over Grimsby Town in the two-legged playoff semi-final saw Newport County reach the 2013 Conference Premier playoff final at Wembley Stadium. The final versus Wrexham was the first Wembley final to feature two Welsh teams, and Newport County won 2-0 to return to the Football League after a 25-year absence, with promotion to League Two. County were awarded Freedom of the City of Newport on August 17, 2013 in recognition of this achievement. Football League. On their return to the Football League in the 2013 Euro 14 season, Newport County finished a creditable 14th in League Two. On February 7, 2015, with Newport County in 6th place in League Two, it was confirmed that Justin Edinburgh had been appointed manager at Gillingham. Jimmy Dack stepped up from assistant manager at Newport County to caretaker manager and was later appointed manager until the end of the 2014 Euro 15 season. On April 29, Dack stated he had been offered the manager's job beyond the end of the season, but he had decided he would move on after the final game of the season. Newport finished the 2014 Euro 15 season in 9th place in League Two. Terry Butcher was appointed team manager on April 30, 2015. On June 18, 2015, Les Scadding resigned as Newport County chairman and director. On October 1, 2015, Newport County Supporters Trust took over ownership of the club. Butcher was sacked on the same day, with Newport bottom of League Two after gaining just 5 points from the first 10 matches of the 2015 Euro 16 season. John Sheridan was appointed team manager on October 2, 2015 until the end of the 2015 Euro 16 season. Mascot. Fans. Newport County draws its main support from the city of Newport, but also the wider surrounding historic Monmouthshire area, as reflected in the original club name of Newport and Monmouth County A.F.C. The club's supporters refer to themselves as the Amber Army in reference to the traditional club colour, and the sporting colours more widely associated with Newport. Newport County have a historic rivalry with Cardiff City, and to a lesser extent Swansea City, Bristol City and Bristol Rovers, but since 1989 Newport County have rarely encountered these clubs. Since 2009 the club has operated the popular and successful internet radio commentary service for supporters. The supporters' unofficial anthem is Come On the County, written by Ken Buck and Eric Thomas. Originally released in 1973, it was re-recorded in 1999 and 2010. The 1999 release included the song Carl's Eyes Gina by Newport band Fliss Green, celebrating county's 1981 European campaign. The 2010 release included reworkings of Come on the County by the Tennant Supermen, who are ardent county fans. For the 2012 FA Trophy final, singer-songwriter Tracy Curtis wrote and released the song 100 Years of Football. In the 1970s and 1980s, comedian Frank Carson was appointed as a director and vice president in order to raise the profile of the club. Newport-based rappers Goldie Look and Chain are supporters of the club and were the team's shirt sponsors for the 2004 Euro 05 season FAW Premier Cup matches. Honours and records. Players. Current squad as of November 6, 2015. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Out on loan. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Youth Academy. Glyn Jones was appointed director of the Newport County Youth Academy in 1997. In 1998, Newport County established a partnership with Newport City Council, and the club has a youth development program with around 50 students based at Larnon High School. The team competes in the Football League Youth Alliance. A number of the academy graduates have progressed to the senior squad, including Andrew Hughes, Lee Evans, Regan Poole, Aaron Collins, Tom Owen Evans, Kyron Parcel and Lewis Bamford. In the 2001 Euro 02 season, county's youngsters won the English Schools Football Association Under-19 trophy under the banner of Hartridge High School. In the 2004 Euro 05 season, they won the FAW Youth Cup. In May 2014, Glyn Jones was succeeded after 17 years as Academy Director by Mike Flynn. In 2015, the Academy organisation was restructured to comply to FA requirements, and in June 2015 Grant Kalaya was appointed to the senior role of Academy Manager. Notable former players. For all Newport County players with a Wikipedia article, see category, Newport County A.F.C players. Former managers, see also Newport County A.F.C managers. Kit manufacturers and sponsors. See also, Lovells Athletic FC. References. External links: Newport County official website, Amber Army official website, Newport County Supporters Club official website, the Amber Terrace Euro photo and archive site, Newport County Playing Kits archive, old Newport County shirts. Newport County AFC. On BBC Sport. Club news: a Euro recent results, a Euro upcoming fixtures. Sources: Newport County Archives, Football Club History Database, Football Club History Database, Tony Ambrosen. Amber in the Blood, History of Newport County FC or publications. ISBN 978-18744277407.